Hey guys, what is going on? My name is xWhisperr, and today what I have for you is another story video. It's kind of been a couple days since I really told a story, and the other day I was hanging out with my cousin, and him and I got a chance to talk about my YouTube channel. Usually him and I hang out a lot over the summer, but he was really busy this summer, and he just reminded me of one of the times where there was this really cringy kid, and he was being really fucking obnoxious, and I just straight up roasted him in front of his friends. So let's go ahead and get into the story. So this happened about midway through my junior year, maybe about 3/4 of the way, so it was like January to March area. I don't exactly remember what day it was. All I remember is that this was really funny. And see, my school is really fucking weird. Like, it's structured into several different buildings, and it's because this high school has grown over time. So originally there was just, you know, the 100s, the 200s, the 300s, and then there's like the gym. And then they had another gym that they built, and then they had, you know, additional buildings for the 400s, and then they had warehouses put in for the 500s. But pretty much the closest building to where every one of my friends, you know, hang out is the 900s, and the 900s is like right next to where you can walk onto campus, and that's where most of my group of friends hang out. And a lot of people don't hang out there, and so it's really nice because it's generally pretty quiet, or when it is loud, it's not overly loud like in other areas of the school. So pretty much one day, me and my friends were hanging out in the 900s building like we normally do at lunchtime, and we were just, you know, talking, having a good conversation. And, you know, there's this one group of people, and I shouldn't even say a group, because it's like 3 people, and they have no other friends, they don't hang out with anybody else, and they're just, like, utter douchebags. And I don't think I've met somebody who actually likes these people, but there's this really short freshman who walks around like he's tough shit with his pants, you know, like fucking sagging so that people could see his underwear. He's just super fucking cringy, and I don't know a single person who likes him, and he really likes to talk mad shit, and I don't know why, but it's particularly around me. I don't know, I guess he's just, you know, fucking edgy, so he just really likes to talk shit. So keep in mind that most of the time I keep to myself and my social group, and I try not to talk with most of the other people or get involved with something, even if it's questionable. That way I don't, you know, get involved in needless drama or any of that garbage. And most of the time I can, you know, keep my temper, and most of the time this kid would walk by and he'd make some dumbass or stupid ass remark, and he'd think it funny, and he'd walk away with his friends, and he thought he was such a badass. And one day it just got too fucking far. It just pushed my nerves. All I really remember about this particular day is that me and my friends were watching some animations on YouTube, and we were talking about different animation styles, and I was trying to make a point about certain types of animation styles, and like as I was talking about it, this kid walks by with his, you know, posse of like 2 other people who are the only other fucking people who actually like this kid, and he's like, "Oh, well, aren't you so smart?" And I just turn and look him dead in the eye. Keep in mind, this kid's like 5 feet tall, like he's fucking short, so I like loom over him, and I'm like 5'7", 5'8" at maximum, and I look him in the eye, and I'm just like, at least I'm not short, have no friends, and have a little dick. And just, he gets this embarrassed looking face, and his friends look at him and look at me like he just got fucking straight roasted. And that's because he did. I fucking roasted him. So this kid has this dumbfounded look like he just actually answered to me. I just pissed him off. And I don't think there would have been an actual fight. I think he probably would have just yelled back at me. But one of the teachers from the 900s building came out of her door because she heard what I said and was like, "Excuse me." And she looked at me and she was like, "Come here." And I was like, "Oh, fuck." I was like, "Shit." So I started walking over, and he's like, "Oh, guess what? You're gonna get fucking wrecked by the teacher now." And he fucking ran off with his group of people, and I was just like, great. So at this point, the anxiety is building, because I'm just sitting there like, fuck, I'm probably gonna get suspended, or I'm gonna at least have to go to the principal's office because this kid opened his mouth, and of course, I'm the one who gets in trouble for the one time that I speak out against him. So I walked over to the teacher's classroom, and I actually realized that it's my honors English teacher from freshman year, and she was just like, "Why did you do that?" And I was like, "I don't know, he just got on my nerves today. He's always been talking crap, and so today it just got on my nerves, and so I felt like I had to speak out." And she was like, "Okay, I understand that. However, I know that that's very uncharacteristic of you to say the type of thing that you just said, but you need to keep in mind that, you know, you are in a school environment, and I heard you and I did not hear him. I actually came to the door because I heard him, and I ended up hearing what you said, not what he said, so I had to call you over instead of calling him over." And I said, "Alright, I understand that I shouldn't have said what I said." And she was like, "Okay, Thank you. You can go now. And so she just let me go after hearing that what I said to him. And I was just like, all right, cool. I'm not getting suspended and I'm not going to have to go to the principal's office. I did forget to mention this, but this happened during our lunch break. So we were just eating our food. So I just returned back to my group of friends and started eating my food for the next 5 or 10 minutes. And this kid actually fucking shows back up again because he originally intended to stay in the building in the 900s where we were. But it just so happened that, like, as he walked by, he made that smart ass comment and I fucking roasted him and he booked it out of there because he didn't know if the teacher heard what he said or not. So I ended up getting in trouble. He didn't because the teacher didn't call him over. But he came back and he was walking down the hallway and he walked past our group of friends and he didn't say anything, but he kept looking back at us and more particularly me. And he kept giving me this really worried look like, how did he not get in trouble? And I don't want this fucking kid to roast me again. So it was really funny because I actually like roasted him in front of his friends, made him embarrassed to the point where he didn't come back and try and talk any shit anymore. He was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm gonna fucking leave him alone. And that was it. The day went on like normal. I didn't get in trouble. Nobody called me, later on in the day, you need to go to the principal's office, any of that. I just went on with my normal day, didn't get in trouble. And from that day forward, him and I didn't really talk. The kid didn't really talk to me anymore. And even when he saw me, he didn't say anything. We had one more confrontation like 2 months later, but it wasn't a big confrontation. We just talked shit in the hallways, and that was fucking it. So I scared the kid to the extent that he fucking wouldn't try to talk shit to me anymore because I roasted him in front of his friends. It was pretty funny. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. I thought it was pretty funny, that you guys would enjoy it. My name is xWhisperr, and I'm out. Peace.